Famous Original J's Pizza, an authentic New York City-style slice shop located in Denver's historic Five Points. Boasting high-caliber ingredients with East Coast flavor, available by the slice or whole pie. Famous Original J supports Sounds on 29th and the Colorado creative community.
Sounds on 29th is proud to be sponsored by Rosenberg's Bagels and Delicatessen. Authentic New York City-style bagels made with local and natural ingredients. Serving gourmet smoked fishes and house-made spreads. Rosenberg's Bagels and Delicatessen, made hot and fresh all day.
Hey, what up, man?
Sounds on 29th would like to thank Hold Please Productions for their support.
The following programming contains adult themes and is intended for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to Sounds on 29th on CPT 12. I'm your host, Bree Davies. Thanks for joining me as I guide you through another episode showcasing the vast talent of Colorado's music and comedy scenes. Tonight, I'm so excited to bring you sets from solo artist Lady Gang and the comedic talent of Kevin Fitzgerald. First off, I'm happy to introduce my dear friend, musician Korte, aka Lady Gang. A hardworking staple of the music scene here in her adopted home of Colorado, Jen has performed everywhere from backyard barbecues to the Botanic Gardens to Red Rocks. Her work spans genres, as evidenced in the music she creates with her own band, Korte and the Lost, her work with Teacup Gorilla, and as the front woman of a Violent Femmes tribute act, Dirty Femmes, which sometimes sees the Femmes' own Gordon Gano joining them on stage. Here, Jen brings us another project from her arsenal of styles. Please enjoy the hip-hop influenced beat and bass experience that is Lady Gang.
Just keep walking, keep walking. You put your hands into your pockets and keep walking, keep walking. These are the rules for my day to day in the land of the free and the home of the brave. And yes, I could see some things that I could change. Guess I'll start without saying your name, because everybody knows some pleasures are pain, and in the darkness lies your true claim to fame. I could shatter windows with my silent screams, but first, how do you sound when you speak to me? Because how do you sound if you can't hear nothing? How do you sound when you speak to me? How do you sound if you can't hear nothing? How do you sound when you speak to me? Let me be lost, I can stay this strong for long. Consuming confrontations got my logic seem flawed. My mind is overwhelmed and I'm up against the odds. Up against the wall and we're up against the law. So bring it all together, empty pockets and some change. Build a strong composure with your sadness and your rage. Put it in the middle like two dogs out of a cage. I know my strongest voice is the loudest from this stage. So how do you sound if you can't hear nothing? How do you sound when you speak to me? How do you sound if you can't hear nothing? I could shatter windows with my silent screams. How do you sound if you can't hear nothing? How do you sound when you speak to me? How do you sound if you can't hear nothing? I could shatter windows with my silent screams. How do you sound if you can't hear nothing? How do you sound when you speak to me? How?
Hi, I'm Bree Davies, and you're watching Sounds on 29th. I'm here with my friend Jen Korte, aka Lady Gang. You have to introduce yourself because it's just the two of us.
Yeah,
So,
Lady Gang is me.
where did the name Lady Gang? Because first of all, I assumed with Lady Gang that there was going to be multiple people.
Yeah.
And then I realized it was just you. So sort of, what's the idea, or where's the name?
I like to trick people with the play on words. It's me and my gang of instruments. It's all the things I have on stage with me, which empower me to do the creative things that I want to do. So I called it Lady Gang because it can also be a collaboration if I want it to be. Like I'm writing a Western right now for a aerialist troupe called Rainbow Militia for Levitt Pavilion.
You writing the music?
Yeah, I'm writing the music for them. But there's going to be a couple of Lost, Jen Korte and the Lost songs incorporated with that, but it's all women that are backing me. So Lady Gang can be me, or it can be a group of women. It's usually me and my gang of electronics, but it's flexible. Yeah.
And you mentioned Jen Korte and the Lost, which is another sort of outfit that you front. Why did you choose to do something sort of on your own in this sort of capacity?
Well, the music I was writing wasn't really fitting into the Americana, and I think that I kind of had to. It's really hard to reintroduce yourself to a city that already knows you a certain way. So by not having my name in it and it just being Lady Gang, and I can, visually create things, and what I'm doing visually is very intricate and involved. So I don't know. I wasn't writing for that.
For that particular sound.
Yeah, and I just have a whole different skill set of things. Like, I'm never gonna use a loop pedal with Loss. It's just a different side of me. Yeah.
So how do you write songs when it's just yourself, but you're incorporating? I mean, it's so layered and it's so timed.
Mm-hmm.
How does songwriting happen?
It's practice. It's like song practicing. Usually it's a guitar line, and then I kind of will build it from there, and then I'll record it straight out of the loop pedal and listen to it and kind of arrange it in my head, and then I practice that arrangement for hours and hours and hours so that it's perfect. But I'm also a perfectionist, so it's a good avenue for me to express that. But yeah, and lyrics just kind of float around. I've had ideas for a long time, but in this day and age, I have a lot to say. So I've been writing, I don't know, writing comes and goes for everybody, and I'm just trying to accept it right now.
As it comes.
Yeah, and just get it out and arrange it and get it out and arrange it.
Well, I think it's an interesting project for you because, like you were saying, the Jen Korte and the Lost is more Americana, and this to me speaks to things that I know about you personally, you know, as someone that grew up listening to hip hop, and you incorporate that in a really subtle way. But I think that, I don't know, I just love the sound of it. You know, the tones that you pick, or, you know, the way that you use the drum machine really throws back to that without it being like overtly hip hop. Even in your singing style, it's very different to me.
Yeah, I have such a love for hip hop, and I'm definitely influenced by it. And I've done a lot of hip hop collaborations, with Def Knock, and just Hip to Hip, and hanging out and working on things. And it's kind of a leap of faith take on myself to say, like, I'm influenced by this genre of music that I'm trying to figure out my accessibility within it, I guess. But it's such a part of who I am. It's such a part of my childhood, and just growing up on it, I feel like, I don't know, it feels like it belongs to me too. And so I'm definitely riding a line between being a hip hop artist and being a rock artist. So I haven't quite figured out that genre label, but which doesn't exist anymore anyway.
Right.
Like, hip hop, rock, opera, rock, hip. You know?
Totally. Well, and I know when you moved here, that was sort of the part of the scene that you maybe came to know was like a lot of hip hop artists first.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so, you know, I think sometimes we're categorized or we're compartmentalized by the music that we play, when in reality, we're collaborating with people or we're hanging out with people who are making totally different music.
Yeah, and it influences you even in a subconscious way.
Totally.
Yeah, so, and that goes back to trying to figure out the identity of Lady Gang versus The Lost, because it's like, I have this whole other love for this whole other side of music
that doesn't come out when you're playing.
It's not. Yeah.
It's just different. Where online can people find your music?
LadyGangMusic.com, at Lady Gang Music on Instagram. I don't do Twitter. I know you want me to, but
That's okay.
You guys, I can't.
I'm
working on it.
Pick the social media that works best for you, and
Instagram's great. Instagram's great. I'm on the old Facebook. It's all Lady Gang Music. Everything's consistently Lady Gang Music. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jen.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay! Yay!
She says my mind is all over the place. I never could find a place for it anyway. These days are filling me up with. These days are filling me up with. These days are filling me up with her loneliness. Hey. People come and they go and they fade away. Got no time to be shoving myself out the door for you. Got no time for any of it anymore. Hey. could never be satisfied living on the other side. Could you just be by my side? 'Cause don't you know the grass ain't always greener? Well, I'm not really a mountain girl, and somehow I ended up here in a landlocked world. I'd rather you sink me to the bottom. 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 Sink me to the bottom. Yeah, sink me to the bottom.
That was Colorado by way of Texas's Lady Gang, the latest incarnation of multifaceted musician Jen Korte. If you missed an episode of Sounds on 29th or want to check out the many musicians and comedians we've hosted over the years, visit cpt12.org or find CPT12 on YouTube. You can also check out Sounds on 29th on Facebook, where we post information on upcoming editions of the show along with past performances. And while we're here together, I'd like to ask you to support public television. Shows like Sounds on 29th couldn't happen without the support of viewers like you. A few dollars goes a long way for a show like this, and you can help make it happen by texting GIVE and whatever dollar amount you choose to 720-571-8881. Next up, it's a Hold Please Productions comedy break. I'm so excited to bring you the comedic work of Kevin Fitzgerald. An honored expert in the local and national comedy world, you may also recognize him as Dr. Kevin Fitzgerald from his 10 seasons on Animal Planet's Emergency Vets. This veterinarian loves making people laugh as much as he loves caring for animals. Please enjoy this set from Kevin Fitzgerald.
Thank you very much. Well, let me look at you. You should see this place when it's open. Summertime, you're in a good mood. That sets us apart. I'm sad today because coming in here tonight, there are a lot of beautiful young women out front smoking cigarettes. Cigarettes. And it made me sad because I used to be a beautiful young woman. And look what cigarettes did to me, so cut it out. Do I have time for one more? Well, I'm a veterinarian here in town, and we're seeing one marijuana dog a day. They eat the cookies and the edibles, they eat the brownies, the poor little things. Half-life for a person, 26 hours. Half-life for a dog, 96 hours. They're on the moon. You can put them in any position like Gumby. Yesterday, these brownies that the dog ate, you're supposed to eat 1/16 of the brownie to get your buzz. How do you eat 1/16 of a brownie? If I see a brownie, I just throw it in, I don't even chew it. But this little dog, a 22-pound Jack Russell, got up there and ate 8 brownies. And he was baked. I mean, I mean, I don't even know what I think about marijuana. I'm Irish. If we discovered marijuana before we discovered whiskey, well, I can tell you Irish dancing would be very different. You know, we might even use our hands. But, you know, I am sad today. 15 years ago today, my father died. Thinking about him all day. And he was an ice fisherman up there, ice fishing. How much do you have to hate your old lady to go ice fishing? How much do you have to hate your wife to sit with your ass right on the ice? Are you kidding me? And how dumb must the fish be? I mean, if the ceiling opened up right now and a pot pie came down, would you be at all suspicious? Honey, did we order a pizza? Nice crowd. Last night we had to work at a club in town run by the Jehovah's Witnesses. And all they wanted to hear were knock-knock jokes. Oh, be nice to the witnesses. A witness came to my house the other day, knocked on the door, I let him in, took him to the kitchen, sat him down, gave him a cup of coffee. I go, what do you want to talk about? He goes, I don't know, I've never gotten this far before. My mother was 88, lived with me, she had a stroke. You know anybody that wrecks every joke you try and tell them? She interrupted every joke. If somebody's trying to tell you a joke, let them finish the joke because they're trying to reach out, and nobody reaches out enough these days. My mother interrupted every joke. I was going one time to do comedy. She goes, "You going to do comedy tonight? Tell me a joke, funny man." How do you tell your mother a joke? You're like, two guys going to a bar. Are they brothers? Well, they could be. I didn't think of that. Well, then start again and say two brothers went into a bar. Why wouldn't you do that? I'll wait. Two brothers went to a bar. Do they like each other? No, you don't even know who's in the bar. You can't write fun of your stuff that happens, though, with your job or your family. Being a veterinarian, this stuff happens. The woman came in with a puppy. She goes, my puppy's been poisoned. Quick, quick, someone give me an anecdote. I said, two guys went into a bar. They're brothers, and they certainly like each other. Tell you a few things about myself. I'm 66, but I read it at 67-year-old level. I'm so old, I remember preparation A. I'm so old, the only time I don't have to pee is when I'm peeing. Last summer I couldn't pee at all. Told the doctor I can't pee. He goes, how old are you? I go, I'm 66. He goes, you peed enough. And as you get older, you do start to look like your pet. Because this morning, my next-door neighbor came over and yelled at me in his front yard. It's hard being a veterinarian. Your family think you know about all medical problems. My brothers call me up all the time about their own health issues. My brother called me up and said, I've got a burning sensation when I urinate. I said, why don't you hold your cigar in the other hand? Being vets, we are known as great lovers. Had a blind date the other night, got her back to her place after the date. She said, tie me up, do what you do best. I tied her head to the bedboard and I neutered her beagle. Thanks a million.
This is Lady Gang, and you are watching Sounds on 29th.
just keep saying I'll be there, yeah.
Thanks for joining me for another episode of Sounds on 29th here on CPT 12. Special thanks to Lady Gang and Kevin Fitzgerald for stopping by and performing for us. If you're a musician from Colorado and have music videos you want to share with viewers through the beauty of public television, please send them to us via soundson29th@cpt12.org for consideration. Thanks again to our sponsors, Hold Please Productions, Rosenberg's Bagels and Delicatessen, and Famous Original J's Pizza for help making this show happen. I'm your host, Bree Davies. See you here every Saturday night at 9 o'clock for more local music and comedy right here on CPT 12's Sounds on 29th. Someone's gonna yell that.
Just hanging out. Welcome to Office Plant Sessions, wherein I am interviewing Bree Davies. So, what's your favorite plant?
I don't even know.